Welcome, my dear student, to the new and very interesting topic, that is interface circuit. Now, if you talk about an interface circuit, if you as we in the last video we discussed about that different processor bus. So now here in this video we are trying to discuss the interface circuit. The input-output interface consists of the circuitry which required to be transfer the data between computer bus and IO devices. Therefore, the one side of the interface we have the bus signals for the address data as well as from for the control. On the other side, we have the data path with associated control and which enable the transfer of data between interface and IO device. This side is device dependent. It can be classified as either parallel or serial interface. If you talk about a parallel interface, the parallel interface transfer the data in the form of one or more bytes simultaneously or to from a device. If you talk about a serial interface, it transmit and receive the data one bit at a time, and the communication with the bus is same for both the formats, and the conversion from the parallel to serial format, or vice versa. Normally, the input-output interface which perform the some certain operation, like it provide the storage for the buffer for 1 word of a data. Also, it contains the status flag that can be accessed by the processor, and to determine whether the buffer is full or whether the buffer is empty. And depending on that situation, what it to be, and the content of the address decoding circuitry is to determine whether when it is being addressed by the processor, and the it generate the appropriate timing signals which required by the bus control scheme. Also, it also perform any format conversion that can be necessary and to transfer data between the bus and I devices. Like for the parallel port transfer data in the form of number of bits, normally it is 8 or 16, or in the form of device, whereas serial port transfer it receive the data 1 bit at a time. So the processor communicates with the bus in the same way, where whether it is a parallel port or the serial port. Now if you talk about first of all we will talk about a parallel port. Here we can see the one graphical representations of the keyboard which is connected to the processor. Here the scheme for connecting the keyboard to the processor. A typical keyboard consisting of the mechanical switches that is normally open, and when the key is pressed it switch close and establish the path for the electrical signal. This signal is detected by an encoder circuit that generate the ASCII code, that is American Standard Code for Information Interchange code for the corresponding character. A difficulty with such a push button switch is that they bounce when they press, and although the bouncing may last only 1 or 2 milliseconds, this is a long enough for the computer to observe a single processing of a key as a several distance electrical event. This signal, this signal pressing could be interpreted as the key is being pressed and released rapidly is a several times. The effect of bouncing must be eliminated. So we can do this in by the two ways. Simple debouncing circuit can be included, or a software approach can be used in which input-output routine that reads the character from the keyboard waits long enough to ensure that the bouncing has to be subsidized. Now here on the key side interface, the encoder circuit that generate the code of the key press, debouncing circuit which eliminate the effect of key debouncing. A single key stroke may appear the multiple events in the processor. The data line contains the code for the key, and a valid line changes from 0 to 1, and when the key is pressed, this causes the code to be loaded into the uh, data in and signal in into be set to 1. Now it is a input interface circuit that is it will be in front of you. This output line of a data in are to be connected to the data line of the bus by means of the three-state driver. These drivers are turned on when the processor issue a read signal and the address select the register. These assign signals generated using a status flag circuit. It is connected to the line D0 of the processor bus using the three-state driver, and the address decoder select the input interface based on the bit that is A1 through A31. This bit A0 is determined whether the status or the data register is to be read, so when the master ready is active. In a response, the processor activates the slave ready signals when either the read status or the read data is equals to the 1 that we can observe in this graphical representation. Also, this is all about a keyboard. If you talk about the printer side, then here the printer is to be connected to the processor using a parallel port. Here the processor is of a 32 bits, uses a memory map IO and asynchronous bus portal. On this processor side, there is a data line, address line, control and read write line also there. Also a master ready signals and slave ready signals. By using these different signals, we can control the overall operation of to data transfer or to data retry. On the printer side, this is ideal signal line which the printer asserts when it is ready to accept an character. This causes a short flag to set to 1. The processor places a new character into a data out register. The valid signal asserted by the interface circuit when it places a new character on the valid line. Now this is the output interface circuit of this parallel. Previously we discussed about the input interface circuit. Now here it is the output interface circuit. Here the data line of the processor bus are to be connected to the data out register of the interface, and the status flag that is S out is connected to the data line D1 using the three-state driver. The three-state driver is turned on when the control read status line is to be 1. Here the address decoder select the output interface using the address line A1 through A31. Here the address line A0 determines whether the data is to be loaded into the bus, into the data out register, or status flag to be read. If the load data line is 1, then the valid line is set to 1. And if the ideal line is set to 1, then the status flag is S is set to 1. This is a combined IO interface circuit will be in front of you. The address bit A2 through A31, that is 30 bits are to be used to select the overall interface. The address bits A1 through A0, that is 2 bit select the one of the three registers. That three registers are data in, data out and a status register. That status register contains the flag S in and S out in bits of 0 and 1. The data line PA0 through PA7 connect the input device to the data in register. The data out register connect the data lines on the processor bus to lines PB0 through PB7, which connect the output device. The separate input and output data lines for connection into the I/O device. So this is all about the parallel port. In the next video, we try to discuss the serial port. Thank you.